You're listening to the Happy Workaholic podcast. I'm your host, Kellyanne Gorman. This show was once about business, LinkedIn, and my life with an autoimmune disease. And then one day I found out I was misdiagnosed, so I had to switch things up a bit. Life is so short, and when you're given a second chance, you better believe I'm going to take it, celebrate it, and share it with you. I'm on a mission to help women take their business and life to that next level they deserve to be at. This show is intended to elevate your mind, upgrade your business, enhance your life, and become part of a positive and uplifting community. Inspiration, motivation, and determination are what got me to where I am today, and I cannot wait to share these amazing stories of other female entrepreneurs who will be featured on the show. If you have a story or brand you want to share, send me a message on Facebook and Instagram today. You can find me at The Happy Workaholic. I would love to connect with you. Do you want a live chat during this episode? Make sure you're listening on iHeartRadio. I'm here to remind you to work hard, stay humble, follow your dreams, and never, ever give up. Thanks for taking the time to subscribe to the Happy Workaholic podcast. And now let's get into today's show. Hey everyone, welcome back to a brand new episode of the Happy Workaholic podcast. I am your host, Kellyanne Gorman, and it has been quite a couple of weeks, I'm going to be honest with you. Today is Tuesday, June 18th, and I'm recording from my little office situation, and I am just so excited to share this episode number 149 with you, update you with so many things that are going on in my life, in my business, with this show, and so much more. So, first and foremost, thank you so much for dealing with my insane schedule. These shows have been always scheduled, and that kind of fell off the wagon because of life, and that happens. And for me, being so scheduled and organized, when something like that throws me for a loop, it drives me nuts and gives me all the stress and anxiety. But I'm over it now, and I'm here to share some tips and tricks with you on how I am, working through that, and just so much more. So first of all, thank you. Second of all, our winner for the 610 giveaway, my birthday was 610, and every year on my birthday I do something super exciting in regards to my business. 2 years ago, it was actually launching this very show. Last year I did something, and then this year I wanted to do a giveaway. So our winner for the 610 giveaway, which was 1 free month of business, LinkedIn, or podcast coaching, is Jamie Caramy. And she's super excited because she's starting off a new venture, and I'm going to coach her on all things LinkedIn and how to get sales and leads and new connections and all that fun stuff. So congrats, Jamie. I've already notified her. This is so late in the game. I was supposed to announce this on my birthday podcast. However, I did not have the strength, energy, or voice in order to do so. And to share that part of my life, I wanted to let you know that, if you're new to this show, it began as an outlet for me to share my story when I had an autoimmune disease, and another outlet for me to make money for my business in the chance that I was going to become blind and disabled from this autoimmune disease, neuromyelitis optica. Long story short, I was actually misdiagnosed, gone through 10 neurologists, and now the legal case. And I had to take a couple breaks with the legal case. I represented myself after speaking to 111 attorneys. I did the work. I put in, anything in life, whether it's personal or professional, you've got to put in the work. You have to, give up a lot. I gave up my life, really, in order to give, not even give this case a shot, but just make this case happen. And it's not one. It's 6. So everything I was doing was multiplied times 6. And to be honest with you, since January, I've been putting in 30 to 40 hours a week just doing the research for this legal case. And I had to go through so many hoops and barrels and just everything you can even imagine multiplied times 6. And it's, so exhausting. And exhaustion isn't even the word, to be honest. I need to find another word that could even describe what I've gone through. But, it was a full-time job, medical malpractice cases are a lot of work, and then I had to do it 6 different times. So, going through the paperwork, learning about things that have happened to me that I have no recollection of because I was doped up on so many medications and chemo. And without going through all of that, because I want to make this show kind of like a recap and share with you so many exciting things that are going on now that I have the time. So for about 6 months, I put in 30, 40 hours a week doing the research, putting together my cases. And 6 months later, I wanted to, I thought I could be done in May. And then I would find some other research that I feel like I needed to, figure out and then add that to my case. And then I realized it was just, going down these like rabbit holes. And so I just stopped and I just did the best that I absolutely could. And I submitted them on my birthday. I was barely had a voice. I barely slept the weekend before. I was going over my notes and my demand letters and just my whole strategy over and over and over again. And it was to the point where I was making myself crazy. So I decided that it's the best it possibly could be. I sent them all in FedEx packages with tracking, obviously. On my birthday, I was there for about an hour and a half. I spent a lot of money and a lot of time at FedEx the last 2 weeks before that, making copies and putting together my little care packages for everybody involved. And when I when I was done, I just started crying. And I just couldn't believe this was the moment, 6 months later. So that is why I didn't record a podcast on my birthday. And I was so sad about it. I just wanted to record a 2-year anniversary special and, announce the winner and do all these fun things. And I did not have it in me. I was completely exhausted. It was a surreal moment. And the only way that I can describe how I've been feeling or how I did feel was, that moment when you find out that somebody passes away and you're in shock. And then it's you have to go through the mourning and the healing. And that's pretty much what I've been going through, mentally, physically, emotionally. And so now I'm on this healing journey. So I'm going to get into that on another show. But I just could not record. And I'm so sorry. My schedule has been crazy and I needed a voice. I needed to be excited. I needed to heal a little bit before I came back and started recording. So that's where I've been. So June 10th on Monday was my birthday and my legal cases have been submitted. So now I'm working through that part and hopefully I should be done in a couple months and move on with my life and my adoption and all that fun stuff I have in the works. So that's a little recap what's been going on. Something that I wanted to do on my birthday as well was launch my new website, my updated website. And I didn't do that either, but it's now live because I did it yesterday. So as I've gone through this whole process of being sick, being misdiagnosed, dealing with the legal case, and now having my life back, I just want to do what makes me happy. I want to meal prep. I want to organize everything I can get my hands on. I want to help women in their businesses. I want to podcast more. I want to just be there for other patients. And I've put all of that information on my website. I've minimalized a lot of it. I took a lot of pages out. I went with a very simple and plain aesthetic feel and vibe. And that's just how I'm feeling lately. So I'm super excited to share that with you. So if you go to thehappyworkaholic.com, you can check it all out there. And if you want to register for my VIP email list, those newsletters go out every Wednesday. You can do so on the bottom of the page, or if the pop-up shows up for you, you can go ahead and do that right there. Something else that I've revamped is my affiliate program that I have. So I've talked about this before, and a lot of business owners spend money on Facebook ads, Instagram ads, but I'm very lucky where 100% of my business right now is based on referrals. And for all of you that have been tagging me on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn and sending me emails and texts and all that, I'm just so overwhelmed and appreciative that there's a waiting list to work with me now. And I never thought that would happen. So as a thank you, I had put together this affiliate program. And so if you go to thehappyworkaholic.com, you can sign up for that affiliate program, get all the information. It's very simple. You literally just sign up, read the information. you send a client my way, you immediately earn commission the day I get paid, which is upfront in full. What is better than that? And it's a thank you program that I put together because I've been getting business left and right from everyone tagging me online. And not everybody has to do that. Nobody has to do that ever. And it happens all the time. So I'm extremely grateful. And that's why I put together the affiliate program for you. So if you're interested in that, you can check it out. Something else I've been dying to do, like literally since January, is spend so much more time in my private community, which is the Happy Workaholic Network Facebook group. If you go to thehappyworkaholic.com, again, everything I'm going over right now is available on my website. You can click on the community tab and learn more about that group. And it's just a positive, uplifting, networking environment filled with the best ladies ever. And we're talking about recipes and workouts and business and podcasting and just like our favorite Netflix binges and so much more. And I'm going to be showing up more in there live. And I have a lot of other things that I'm working on for that group, which I'm super excited about. But I now have this whole like 30 to 40 hours available to give more of myself and help more women out there, you know, be in my Facebook group, be on my Twitter, be on my LinkedIn, like actually put in the work and grow my own business now, where before I was just working on my case and working with my clients. There was no other time for myself. So that's why I'm really taking this time to rest, which by the way, if you haven't seen my Facebook and Instagram posts, I've been sleeping so much lately. It's like insane. So last week was actually the first week I haven't worked 80 to 90 hours. I know, it's like insane. That's my norm. And because I didn't, and then also I had an appointment somewhere every single day. So I was like driving, and I work from home, and I'm so lucky that I get to do that. So then when it comes time to going somewhere in San Diego, it takes like an hour each way, wherever I had to go, or an hour and a half on the way home in traffic, which is like 3 to 7 time. So it was just nuts. So I was exhausted from that, and I think my body didn't know what to do with itself because my mind wasn't like buried in a legal case for the first time in 6 months. So I only worked like 40 hours, and I just didn't know what to do with myself the rest of the time. So I've been sleeping. The other day I slept like 16 hours. It was insane. And today I woke up at 9 and I was in bed at 10. I started watching Sex and the City again, season 1, episode 1. Like, it's starting from the very beginning for me. I'm so excited about it. That's going to be my summer project. And I've just been sleeping. I'm so tired. I just keep on sleeping. And I need to do more research about this full moon, because I feel like every time there's a full moon, something happens with either you can't sleep or you're sleeping so much. So I need to, if you guys know anything about that, send me a message on Facebook and Instagram. You can find me at The Happy Workaholic. I'm so into that stuff lately. So I've been just like sleeping, like letting my body rest, because I'm doing some sauna sessions now to sweat out these toxins, and I'm on steroids and really strong antibiotics right now to kill this vertigo I have, which is happening from withdrawing from all these meds I was on, unfortunately. So it's like you have to be on a pill because of a pill, but this doctor promises that it's going to kill it, because mine is viral as well, which is weird. But without getting into that, hopefully I actually have like 2 more weeks left of steroids. So I'm a little bit cracked out every now and then, which is sometimes hard to sleep, but then I end up sleeping even more at night. So I'm just trying to heal. That's like the moral of my story. Now is the healing time, and to be able to bring more to the table to this podcast, into my website, into my community, and just help more women out there. Something exciting that just happened last week. I was asked to speak at USC in the fall and winter, which I'm so excited about. I haven't done public speaking in years. When I was a professional makeup artist working on cruise ships back in the day, I did seminars to thousands of women, and they would be 10 decks above listening to my every word. And it was insane. And I'm painting faces at the same time. So this is a little bit different. I'm going to be speaking about my life and my business and so much more. So I'll keep you in the loop on that. I'm also thinking about doing a professional patients type of series on the show, where you're not just hearing my story. It's just going to be a really limited series, and I'm going to interview other patients that have been vocal about, sharing their story and while they're running a business online. So if that's something that you're interested in, if that's you, if you know somebody, send them my way. You can have them contact me on my website or shoot me an email at hello@thehappyworkaholic.com. I'm thinking about doing that sometime in the summer. And then as far as that goes, being a professional patient, I always have to preface all my medical shows saying, I'm not a medical professional, I'm not an attorney, because I'm not. However, I've lived both lives. I am, however, a professional patient, and I feel like if you are having to put in the work and, saving your own life and being organized with your health and all that fun stuff I speak about all the time, there's something that's missing. And so I'm actually putting together a product for all those professional patients and the friends and family out there that can really use this. So it's in the very beginning stages. I haven't said anything to anyone about this yet. So you listening, you are the first one to find out. I can't say what it is yet, obviously, but it's definitely something that's needed. It's not on the market. It's going to be very inexpensive. It's going to be small, and it's going to help you, your friends or family, keep track and be organized. And that's something I've been preaching since day one. If you're not organized in your health, it's just not good. No bueno. So this is a product I'm putting together. Hopefully I can launch it in 2020. And I'm just really excited about it. And it's something I thought I would be putting together as part of my business in a whole different aspect. However, going through this entire health journey the last 3 years, it's just really put a different spin on it. And I'm like, this is what's needed. There's nothing out there that can help you, that can do this, that's available in any form possible. So I'm putting together a product and I'm super excited about it. So I'll be sharing more on that probably in my newsletter. So again, if you want to sign up, it's just at thehappyworkaholic.com. Scroll down to the bottom. It's in the middle. And then what else do I want to share with you? I want to share that the guest for the I Chose This Life series, which is finally picking back up again. I'm recording a bunch today, Thursday, and next week a lot. Batch recording is the way to go, my friends, especially if you have a podcast and have a series and do solo shows. It's a lot easier to push out your shows in a timely manner, and one that listeners can expect to hear every Wednesday, like the series has always been. So this is the second season. I'm super excited for you guys to hear these amazing guests I have lined up. They are so incredible. I can't wait to share them with you. And as a thank you to my guests, what I do is I have them take over my Instagram stories so that they can share a little bit more behind the scenes on their life, their business, and who they are. And I want you guys to give them a follow. So that's going to start again next Monday on my Instagram stories at The Happy Workaholic. And there's a highlight as well, so you can look back to see the previous guests and their Instagram takeover of my stories. So I feel like that's all I have for you right now, besides the fact that I just want to thank you again for being patient with my shows. I am back. I'm batch recording. You can expect to hear all new shows on Friday. So I'm going to have another one for you on Friday, which is all about my healing journey and the steps I'm actually personally taking in order to heal my body. And obviously, I'm just a professional patient, not a medical professional. And this is just something that I want to share with you because it's working really well for me. And so stay tuned for that show on Friday. And tomorrow I will have a brand new episode for the I Chose This Life series. So if you want to catch up on all those episodes, you can actually go to ichosethislife.com and you can see all the previous episodes with my incredible guests and their information and their bios and their episodes, and give them some love on Facebook and Instagram. They would love to hear from you. And as always, thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it. I can't even tell you how excited I am that I have all this extra time in my life right now to, devote to the show and network with my community and just have my life back. I don't even know what it feels like, to be honest. Every day it's just is this really happening? Like, do I actually have time to go to the gym and to sit in a sauna and to meet friends and to have a life? Like, what is this like? Because I don't remember. And that's another thing, unfortunately, I have the worst memory. So stay tuned for something on that, actually, regarding memory. You guys are going to love, love, love. So maybe I'll mention it in Friday's episode. Actually, you know what? I will. I'm going to mention that in Friday's episode. I'm writing it down now so I don't forget. Story of my life. If it's not written down, it's not happening. You could probably just hear my pen click. So stay tuned for my healing episode. And that's Friday, this Friday. Today is the 17th. No, today is the 18th. Tomorrow's the 19th. So I'll have a brand new episode for the I Chose This Life series. And then on the 21st, I will have another episode all about my healing journey. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys again so much for sticking with my insane schedule, because I've been so inconsistent, and if you know me and you follow me, you know that drives me absolutely nuts. So I am back on track. I'm so thrilled to have you here and to have you on for the next shows. And again, if you haven't left a review rather, for the Happy Workaholic podcast on Apple Podcasts, I would truly appreciate it. It means so much for us that put in all this time and energy putting together shows for you guys, and it also gives me feedback. So if you want to hear about something different, if you want to hear something, more on a specific topic, just let me know. You can write it there, and that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. I'm so excited to be recording again. You don't even understand. I have my whole setup situated, it's all situated. My headphones, my microphone, my candle, my oils, my coffee, my new vision board, shit's happening, and I'm so excited. So I'm going to be sharing more with you guys. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week, and stay tuned for 2 more episodes later this week. Thank you so much for listening to today's show. If you liked this episode, please share it with someone who you feel needs to hear this message. And don't forget to tag me at The Happy Workaholic on Facebook and Instagram so I can feature you on my stories. And if you have 2 minutes and listening on iTunes or Apple Podcasts, I would love it if you could leave me a review. Those messages mean so much to us podcasters, and they really help me create more of the content that you'll love. Want to continue today's conversation? It's simple. Head to Facebook and search for the Happy Workaholic Network Facebook group. Answer the questions and you're in. For more information on myself, coaching programs, weekly newsletter, and more, visit thehappyworkaholic.com. The Happy Workaholic Podcast is part of the iHeartRadio Podcast Network. Be sure to follow the Happy Workaholic Podcast on iHeartRadio or subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. I hope that your day continues to be happy, healthy, positive, and productive, and I'll talk to you again soon.